Seagulls now eating rats after closure of cafes and restaurants in Rome during coronavirus lockdown.
Here's a summary of the article.
The closure of cafes and restaurants in Rome due to the coronavirus outbreak means seagulls have had to change their habits and start eating rats, zoologists claim. Without any scraps to feed on in the empty streets of the Italian capital, which is usually buzzing with tourists, seagulls have had to adapt to survive. Mr. Signini, who works at Rome University Tor Vergata, said, "They are catching mostly pigeons but also swallows and blackbirds." The seagull population in Rome has exploded in recent years, according to experts, and last year, Matteo Salvini, the former deputy prime minister, joked that the birds were the size of pterodactyls. He said, "Here in Rome there are seagulls that look like pterodactyls." He made the comment during a Twitter argument with Rome's Mayor Virginia Raggi after she accused him of not providing the city with additional police. As Italy prepared to reopen parks and public gardens on Monday, health officials reported 174 deaths, the lowest number since the national lockdown began on March 10.
This post received a score of 34,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Look at this from the rat's perspective. First food is getting scarce, then these large skybeasts turn up and start hunting you and your family. Rats are having the same 2020 we are having.
Isn't this the year of the rat? In Chinese lore, when it's your year, it portends bad luck. To counter this bad luck, wear red. Source, fresh off the boat.
So what you're saying is we need a ton of little red rat coats we can put on the rats to save them from the sky devils.
Since when are you a rat fan? He listens to Takashi 69.
I'd give you gold if I could.
You could. If you really wanted to, you could.
He's right, you know. See, I just did it.
It wouldn't be the greatest financial decision for a 17-year-old with no job though.
Sky rats versus ground rats, who will reign supreme? The year is 2135. Human civilization was wiped out when the bombs fell from the skies. The seagulls have claimed dominance in the sky, ruthlessly hunting down the rat resistance.
The Skynosaurs versus the rat kingdom. Over the centuries, the rat folk have learned to walk upright, and utilize the left-behind tools and ruins of the fallen civilization of the great destroyers. While the Skynosaurs have reverted backwards, the claws and teeth, as well as the hard hides of their ancestors had come back to them. They had nearly become the apex predators of the entire New World. Only the rat folk stood up to them, and even they would only do so if it were completely necessary.
Greater than the lizardmen vs the Skaven fixed that for you.
Funnily enough, those were the only two races to technically survive the end times in Warhammer Fantasy.
Knocking the fuck out was the only logical course of action.
We dislike the current canon, and as such are writing ourselves out of it. Have a good day. Lizardmen, circa the end times.
I see this as a win. Until they transfer some new disease. But for now, it's a win.
This is how they would normally eat anyways, since they're predators. There's plenty of videos of seagulls eating pigeons from long before quarantine was in effect. It's pretty natural behavior.
I was in Rome in December 2019. A seagull caught a rat and was eating it right in front of me. Not surprising that it's getting more common.
It was daring you to try something, establishing dominance.
Quick! Take corrective action and eat the rat before it can.
One of my dogs I had growing up did that to the cat. The cat was playing with a mouse and this goddamn Shih Tzu just came up barking and gobbled it up in one bite like nothing and stared at me.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.